Hello there. This is a day of relaxing because I just got over a major flare-up with my illness. So now I'm gotta get caught up on washing dishes. I haven't done my makeup, but I have showered. So it's all good. It's all good. We will get caught up on the dishes. Beautiful, beautiful day. Probably go for a short walk later on. The sky is so blue and so perfect. You know, one thing I just want to say to whoever's out there, whoever will be listening eventually, is that you are wonderful. Wonderful person, and a lot of times we put too much stress on each other. We say things that put pressure on each other, and we allow others to put pressure on us without even realizing that we're doing that. And possibly the other person isn't trying to put pressure on you either. We put ourselves out here in this Doris, hello, ¿cómo está mi amiga? It's taken me a few days to get up and going again, but I'm back. How are you doing, Doris? So I was saying, it's so easy for us to allow others to dictate to us how to live our lives and put stuff on us, or sometimes we just do it ourselves. I'm glad to see you up and doing stuff. Yeah, me too. Me too. I've already done a couple loads of laundry, but yeah, it's taken. Look, I went in Saturday night to emergency, and just getting ready to work. Awesome. Yeah, because it's 2:34 there, hey? To go to work, I'm in. Yes, I figured that. Well, thanks for stopping by and joining me for a little bit. It's always nice to see your name there, and your little itty bitty face, because on my screen everything looks so small. So are you having a good day today? One thing that I have learned to do, and my husband allows me to do as well, is just take those breaks that I need. Same with him today. Like today is a holiday here for Remembrance Day, and I don't remember if it was you or Candace or somebody told me that it's Veteran Days in the U.S. Veterans Day, and here it's Remembrance Day to remember the veterans. So anyhow, so I went to work this morning, and then it's home now. Him and Dominic are outside putting a mirror on our van. But yeah, it's a good day. So I've rested, and today what I did, or how I do this when I'm having to Red Bits, hello. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but that's the best I can do. How are you? Welcome. Yeah, so the way that I can best get back on my feet after a flare-up is just doing things little by little. So I organized the pile of dishes that I have to do. 1 second. And then went and sat down for a little bit because there's quite a bit of dishes. And then I come back and do some washing and try to figure out what I'm going to be doing for supper. What's everybody doing today for supper? Or lunch or breakfast, depending on what part of the world you are in. But yeah, so one thing that I was talking about, and it's easy to let happen, is for us to become stressed and sad and allow others to dictate to us without even really knowing that they're doing it. Because I see it happen quite often. Not to just myself, but to other people. What a beautiful day out. So, you know what? One moment. I don't know if you're still there, Doris, or not, but yeah, we have to make sure that we live our lives stress-free as much as we can. Don't allow others to put stress on us. Don't allow others to dictate what we need to do for our lives, to better our lives, to do anything, really. I'm going to have to go for more dish soap soon. I am, but not much longer. That's okay. That is okay. All right. Was today your holiday or was yesterday? Hello, Debbie Sue. How are you? You're washing dishes too? Awesome. We can do it together. One day when you feel up to it, we should do a live together doing dishes. If you haven't met Doris above, she's a good friend of mine, and Debbie Sue is also a good friend of mine. Debbie Sue, if you don't know Doris, she writes stories and poems, and are some of the stories that you read on your channel what was I gonna say? Are they all written by yourself? Or are some of them ones that other people have written and you read? She reads. I just love listening to the stories in her poems. Doris is from California, and Debbie Sue is from Virginia. Been having problems with my back all day today. I write all of the stories. That's what I thought. They are beautiful. Just beautiful. I'll have to follow you from Doris doing midlife channel. Yeah, she's got, what, 3 channels, I think, you got going? Hello, Deborah. How are you doing today? Are you feeling well today or not so well? Doris. Yes. Hi, Deborah. Doris, in case you don't know, Deborah, we have met on Exploradora 80s page. Debbie Sue and I know her from there. So, have you ever in your life, any of you, felt like you've allowed other people to dictate your happiness or your freedom or your self-worth? I know I have from time to time, and every once in a while it's still that struggle. Not as often as before, though. And when you have a good friend to help you out of those situations, it's a wonderful thing. You've experienced that as well. I think most of us have, from time to time, and different times in our lives, hey? And that's one thing that we have to learn to do. And that's, yeah, when you have a good friend that helps you to ground yourself, become stable again, it's a wonderful thing. And that's what, one of the things that I want my channel to be, is not just healing, but part of that healing is learning to not allow others to dictate our happiness, our peace. But that we should always be that peace for everybody else. When we can be, that is. Watch, I have to show you. Sorry, my windows aren't the cleanest, but my son and husband, they're working on the vehicle. Can't see my husband because he's behind the door on the other side. Sorry. Oh yes, I have. All my life, that's why I love being by myself. Yeah, I hear ya. I hear ya. 1 second. Oh, wait. Yep, here we go. They have matching hoodies because they're from our business, Raoul's Rents Contracting. I love seeing them work together. Yeah, I know that's a hard thing, hey, but when you find that person in your life that is a blessing, that person that you're able to be vulnerable with, and there's not going to be a lot of them, you know, there's probably only going to be, you know, a small handful of people that might be like that in your life. And but it's necessary. We all need that person or group of people, depending on, who we can actually be ourselves with, we can be truthful with, that are encouraging to us, no matter how bad we're feeling that day, or maybe how bad they're feeling, we can be encouraging to them as well. And to me, that is so important, because it's, you know, I've always been kind of a person with not a big friend group. Because not because I don't have friends. Hello, Jean. How are you today? Not because I can't have friends, but because I don't let in just anybody into my personal space, because when I have in the past, it's been not a good thing. So I'm very cautious. Today, Zizhan Khan, or Zishan Khan. Ziz, I think, right? How do you pronounce your name? Welcome to our channel, my channel. I say our channel because my community here. How you doing, Jean, today? My question for everybody today is, have you ever, at any point in your life, allowed someone to dictate your peace? Doing great, Kathleen. I hope you are well. Well, I am better. Well, I'm working on getting better. Right. I don't trust people anymore. No, it's hard to. I have finally, after many years, found a couple, one for sure, and a couple others that I am slowly learning to trust. Now, one I've been friends with for a little bit longer, so I can trust that person. But yeah, Jean, what we're talking about today, and hey, I'm washing dishes too. All right, Debbie Sue and I are doing dishes too. Oh, you're on the last plate. Oh, I've got a lot left. Debbie Sue, are you still washing your dishes too? So I think it's a long lesson. Oh, no, I do not allow anyone to dictate my peace. I protect my peace. That's awesome. I used to do it a lot. I'm getting better at protecting my peace, but every once in a while, someone sneaks in and disturbs my peace, and then I have to put my foot down. You have a lot tonight? Me too. Kabul. Or is it Kabul-Ladin? Hello, how are you tonight? Yeah. Has there ever been a point in your life, Jean, when you were younger, that you allowed people to dictate your peace or say things to you that made you feel unpeaceful? I finally finished about 1 million dishes. That's what I have. I ended up in the hospital in emergency Saturday night. Not realizing that it was I get so much pain in my body that I don't even realize it anymore, and that I just kind of put up with it and don't realize it until I have major pains, and then I end up in emergency and they do all their CAT scans and everything, and then they find they're like, okay, you need painkillers. They give me painkillers, and after a while, through IV, and after a while, I'm feeling better than I was when I was in the hospital. Deborah, you inspired me to make chicken soups, and so now I have to wash those plates. Yeah, that's it. Yes, when I was younger, maybe. Yeah, that's one thing that I still, every once in a while, like I said, every once in a while, but I have this one friend that helps me out, and I help her if she ever feels similar, and we just help each other get grounded again. It's an amazing thing to have, is that person that you can just be 100% real with, and it's a huge blessing. And I mean, apart from my husband, I can typically be myself with him as well, but sometimes you just need somebody outside to be another confirmation and a strong person in your life. And that's one thing that I have my daughters. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, I have my kids as well, but sometimes, and I used to have my mom, but my mom is gone. So that's good. This is going to be a hard Christmas for myself and my siblings. It'll be our second Christmas without her. It's so hard to find that one person. It is. People can be very judgmental. You're right, Jean. It is hard to find that one person, and there are so many judgmental people. And then, yeah, it's hard. It is very hard, but I have learned that it is not impossible. But you do have to be wise and be careful. And some people that seem like they are super nice and everything are not, and end up stabbing you in the back. And that's what's happened to me several times over my life. Which is why for a while I shut my door to having friends. But I want to be, you know, that safe place here on YouTube. I want to be able to have conversations that, you know, questions about life. Questions about life that maybe with other people you would feel judged to talk about. And I do have my email address that if people want to talk, they can email me. I don't check it daily. So if you do email me, you just let me know, hey, I've emailed you. I'm not a special therapist like yourself, Jean. I know that you have training in therapy and all that kind of stuff. I've taken cross-cultural counseling a little bit and a little bit of psychology, but nothing, not a complete course. I've taken anthropology and cross-cultural anthropology kind of things, but not enough, I think, to really be a proper help to anybody in that sort, but to be an encouragement, an encourager, I'm here, or just to talk here on YouTube, on my live, also, because sometimes we don't need to have that person outside, but sometimes we do. So, gotta think what I'm gonna do. Actually, I'm gonna have some water. Put my cup in here that I've been using. I think I might have an apple. But yeah, and I haven't been able to be motivated to do my, not really motivated, I just haven't had the ability, I guess, more than anything. Sorry. Haven't had the ability to do my long form videos, and then when I feel like I'm able to, my editor sometimes isn't working. Hello. I'm gonna turn a light on here for 1 second so you can see me a little bit better. Let's see, which light am I gonna turn on? Maybe I'll just do this one. Ooh, that's bright. So, what would you like, Mocha? So, see that piece of board there over there? For those of you who know that I do, that I've been working on painting tiles, that's what I'm going to put them on, because see, if I take that board down, my dogs bark. So I leave it up, even though right now it looks ugly, but I'm going to make it look better. Sorry for going off on a tangent. But yeah, so that's basically my main thing today is don't let anybody steal your peace, and if they try to get into your head in subtle ways, Just don't allow it. I am hurting today. Yeah, Deborah says, you look like you're hurting. Yeah, your titles are so pretty. Oh, my tiles. I thought it read titles. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, so I figured it would look decent there. Better than a piece of, what's it called? Drywall. So I'll learn how to do tiling on there. And Jean says, hi, Deborah. How are you? You've met Deborah before, Jean, I'm thinking? On Dora's channel, maybe? If not, she's a very wonderful person. Hello, Jax. Francis, how are you? Thanks for joining us today. Just sitting down, taking a break from doing dishes and chatting to everybody today about not allowing others to steal your peace. You don't think so? Okay. Well, Debbie Sue and I have met her on Dora's channel, Exploradora 80. And Deborah Jean is from Meritage Shades of Light. She also has another YouTube channel called Healthy Kitchen Wizard. So she's a very nice lady. Cats, cats, cats. Hello, cats, cats, cats. I like that name. How are you doing today? Thanks for joining me. You want to see my cat? There she is. Just resting. That's Mocha. That's Leonard. And that's Joey. I'm doing well, thank you. Yes. She's just chilling. Bless you, Leonard. My other Leonard is not chilling. He's feeling like he wants to play, but Joey's not quite sure. Yes, I remember both channels. I met you on the Healthy Wizard Kitchen, Healthy Kitchen Wizard. Healthy. Now I got myself confused. Yep. See, Joey doesn't want to play Leonard. Cats and dogs have the best life. They do, don't they? Pet her? No, I don't feel like getting up right now. I'm going to be lazy right now. I just sat down to rest, so. I had a friend who decoupage postcards on wood to make coasters. Oh, that's cool. I like that. I also want to start making. Remember how Dora a while ago was talking about sending postcards? I want to start doing that too. I used to make my own cards when my husband and I were dating. And he was in Mexico and I was here in Canada. And so I'd make up my own cards and I'd send them by mail. I'd cut out pictures from magazines and that I thought were pretty. And then wish I could show you my cats. Yeah, how many cats do you have? Deborah says, hello, everyone. You have 3 cats. Nice. And what are their names? Oh, you have 2 dogs and 1 cat. Okay. Me too. I have Joey and Leonard and Mocha. Mocha's the cat. She's enjoying her sleep right now. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna have to make my live short today. because I don't want to do what I did last time and overdo things and ignore my pacing. Don't know why it translated to 1. Oh, 3. 2 dogs and 3 cats. Gotcha. Nice. My snow is gone, yes. Well, I guess it's not my snow, but yeah, the snow is gone. Back to having green grass again, which is nice. I'm hoping, I was thinking it was going to be staying here, but all this week it's supposed to be +9. For those of you who are not in the US, that's +9 Celsius. Cats' names are Momi and Desta. Nice. 2 are Momi? Momo, okay. You need to rest, Kathleen. My YouTube channel. What's my YouTube channel? What is your YouTube channel? I'm not sure, Aaron. What is your YouTube channel? Nice to meet you. I will listen to you here, Debbie Sue. You know. Can I watch it? Let me see if I can. I will. Is that your name, Aaron Flood? EIRINN Flood? No, cat's name is 2 because he was the second one born. Oh, I gotcha. That's cute. Hello. So, yeah, I'll walk over in a little bit maybe, unless I can get somebody else to. Nomi and Echo. That's very cute. Yeah, should have my name on it if it's mine. All right, everybody, I'm gonna have to run. I'm feeling very wiped today, wiped out. Thank you all for joining me, and we'll talk to you all later. Take care. Bye-bye. Love you all.